growing out of ADHD and autism, growing out of it. Some professionals and people believe, or at least communicate, that children grow out of being autistic or ADHD. Spoiler alert, they don't. They may no longer scream at the top of their voices and have a mega meltdown in the middle of the supermarket. But that doesn't mean they no longer get high level of anxiety in certain places, in busy spaces. The bigger issue is not how they show their pain, but how they hide it over time that is greatest source of concern to me. When you see someone in pain, it is easier to respond. When you don't see it or hear it, that pain can escalate and increase until complete burnout. Adults haven't grown out of autism or ADHD. I can promise you that as somebody who's late to the party at 40 years of age. We just manage it differently, and sometimes not as well as the child we once were who screamed out for help. What happens when we scream no more? Who's there to pick up the pieces? The reality is that we may not get high levels of anxiety walking into a shop, or, as my daughter may find, when there's a big lorry or a truck coming nearby. But that's because I've had 1,000 trucks or lorries come by and I know it didn't run me over. But put me in a different context, a different situation, where the lorry is something that I've not come across before, and my level of anxiety might be mirrored with my daughter's. Again, I may not shout or scream, but internally, I may be struggling. So for me, it's less around how we grow out. It's more around how we adapt and change. That does not change the psychological trauma we may have faced early on in our lives. So do we grow out of ADHD or autism? In my humble opinion, no, we don't. We just become better equipped through our lives to deal with certain situations. But situations in the world is changing rapidly all the time. So let's not believe that because we've adapted and changed and understood this situation, that tomorrow we still may psychologically face trauma and fall off the edge of the cliff. And that's where we need to be better equipped, rather than to make the assumption that because we're okay today, we are okay forever. Because I've learned that's not the case. What I learned to deal with when I was a child may not be the same challenges I now face as an adult who is neurodiverse. What do you think? If you like this video, click like, please comment, watch some of the other videos, follow! Please follow along. We'd love to hear what type of content you'd like to see. Thank you for watching.